Hey guys, it's your girl Trey. Hey, and prayers up to Tamar Braxton, who recently took to her social media pages to let people know that she almost passed away on Sunday, and it was because she was found with a pool of blood, broken teeth, just bruised up, I guess, from falling. She didn't really address what happened in the
Tamar Braxton just dropped something on her Instagram story that left fans panicking, and it's one of the most alarming confessions we've ever seen from her. She revealed that she had a terrifying brush with death, saying her own friend found her collapsed in a pool of blood. That is not a small injury. That is the kind of scene that makes you wonder if she was even going to make it out alive.
But if you fall out somewhere and you're found, it can't be good. So we're definitely sending prayers to her and her family. Hopefully this is not something that is permanent and that she can make a full recovery from. But in the meantime, we definitely will be sending prayers.
She poured her heart out in a message that shocked the internet, writing, "I struggled to write this, but everyone keeps calling me, and honestly, I can't even really talk anymore. I'm so weak."
It's sad to hear that happened. I mean, who knows what could have happened to her? She probably, who knows, because I'm not a doctor, but it sounds like she may have suffered some type of seizure or stroke or something, and that's why she's unaware. Like this, that's scary. I can only imagine what she could possibly be going through right now. So prayers out to Tamar. Reaction committee, y'all let me know what y'all think about this, and I'm gonna talk to y'all later.
I almost died Sunday. I was found in a pool of blood from my friend. With a face injury as the days go by, the worse it is. I fracture my nose, lost some teeth, and mobility.
Now pray for Tamar, because I don't know what's going on, but she sounds like she was pretty banged up.
So the way I look at life now is totally different.
Now y'all know I love me some Tamar, but she did post this in her IG story, which was a bit concerning.
As my health is on the mend, my mental journey begins. Pray for me for real. I don't even know what happened to me now. Those words hit like a bombshell.
Now she wrote this and posted in her IG story and says, "I struggle to write this, but everyone keeps calling me, and honestly, I can't even talk anymore, so I'm so weak." She goes on to say, "I almost died Sunday. I was found in a pool of blood from my friend with a face injury. As the days go by, the worse it is." And then she goes on to say, "I fractured my nose, lost some teeth." Oh my God. And she said she lost mobility. She said, "The way I look at life now is totally different." Now she finishes out her post and says that my health is on the mend and my mental journey begins. Pray for me for real. For real, y'all. I know how Black people be like, "I'm gonna pray for you," and that's the prayer. No, y'all, really pray for Tamar. And she finally writes, "I don't even know what happened to me," which is even more scarier. And thank God her friend found her, because goodness gracious, we could have lost Tamar.
She's talking about blood, a fractured nose, broken teeth, and even losing the ability to move properly. And the scariest part is, she doesn't even remember what caused it. Imagine waking up battered, bruised, and broken, with no clear memory of what dragged you into that nightmare. Fans immediately began flooding social media with prayers, shocked that Tamar once again found herself in such a dangerous situation. And this isn't the first time Tamar's health has made headlines.
Now, after she had wrote that post, basically giving us a summary of what she knew, doesn't seem like she knew an awful lot, she then posted this Bible verse, which is Proverbs 31.
If you've been keeping up with her, you know she's been through more than most celebrities could even imagine. Back in 2020, she was rushed to the hospital during one of the darkest times in her life. She admitted she was at her breaking point, crushed under the weight of reality TV fame, endless pressure, and the criticism that came with it.
I'm for real, you guys. Pray for Tamar. And saying, "I'm gonna pray for her," that is not the prayer. Really pray.
Before that, in 2015, Tamar had to dramatically withdraw from Dancing with the Stars after doctors discovered she had life-threatening blood clots in her lungs. Each of these moments painted a picture of someone constantly battling for her health, physically and mentally. Now, with this latest ordeal, people are questioning just how much more Tamar can endure.
It's always something with Tamar Braxton. Always. And somebody on X Twitter made a good point. At this point, I'm starting to believe that something is not right with Tamar up here. Like, there may be something off. Maybe like, and I don't know if maybe she admitted to this before, or I don't know that she's admitted to having some type. I feel like she did admit to having some type of like mental problems, but it's giving something along the lines of Kanye, maybe. Not as bad, because she don't say all the wild stuff that he been saying, but something is not right with Tamar. So anyway, Tamar made a post right. As a matter of fact, hold on, I got the post for y'all.
Fans are worried that her resilience is being tested yet again, And the raw way she described this terrifying accident proves she's in the middle of another major life battle. The fact that she called on the public to pray for her for real shows just how serious this situation really is. Tamar's health history reads like a medical drama that never ends, and each chapter just seems to get more alarming. Years back, she even had to go through surgery where doctors removed one of her ribs because she was suffering from thoracic outlet syndrome.
She made this post. You can pause it and go read it if you want. I'm not gonna read it word for word, but basically, she said that she woke up on Sunday in a pool of blood, a fractured nose, some teeth missing, and she lost mobility. She said she almost died, and she does not know what happened. And to me, that is so crazy, because like, where did she wake up in her house? And if she did, was there not cameras like to show, like, did she go home alone? Like, I have so many questions about this story, questions that I'm sure, as time progresses, that she may or may not answer. I feel like she would, but Tamar just always got something going on, like, always. And maybe I feel like she was committed to some type of like mental thing when she tried to, when her show was coming out. I don't know, but I guess prayers, let me not say I guess. Definitely prayers to Tamar. I hope she gets everything figured out. And I hope she gets her life together. And I mean that in the most respectful way possible.
A rare condition that messes with blood vessels and nerves in the chest, causing intense pain and serious complications. That alone would shake anybody, but for Tamar, it was just one of many battles. Not long after that, just a couple years ago, she was suddenly rushed to the hospital again when she couldn't breathe properly. Doctors had to put her on oxygen to stabilize her. That incident alone had fans terrified, thinking her health was on the edge.
She is just so talented, so talented, and it's like she's known for all the drama in her life versus her voice and her talent, and I don't know, that's something.
But compared to what she just revealed, those past scares almost seem small. This time, Tamar is talking about waking up battered, bloody, with broken teeth and facial injuries, saying she's too weak to even speak properly. That's not just a setback, that's the kind of moment that makes someone rethink everything about life. Her exact words, "I don't even know what happened to me," paint a picture of confusion, trauma, and maybe even a head injury that left her disoriented. For someone who's always been vocal and strong-willed, Tamar admitting she can barely talk shows how truly devastating this situation is. And the reactions poured in fast. Fans flooded her social media with panic, prayers, and raw concern. One wrote, "Stress can really do a lot to you physically and mentally," while another begged for her protection, saying, "Jesus, she passed out face first, prayers to her and her family." Others were shaken to their core, typing out messages like, "This is so scary. OMG. I'm learning more and more every day that stress can take us up out of here." The internet turned into a prayer circle overnight, with hashtags about Tamar's recovery spreading as people tried to piece together what really happened. What makes it even more intense is how many are now speculating that stress could have been the silent trigger behind this shocking collapse. Fans are pointing to her years of battling health issues, the pressures of fame, and constant public scrutiny as possible factors. For someone like Tamar, who has faced both physical health emergencies and mental struggles in front of the world, this latest breakdown feels like a warning sign that she has been carrying way too much for way too long. This whole situation is a reminder that we really got to be careful with our minds and our bodies, because once they give out, it can be life or death. Tamar's scare is not just about her, it's a wake-up call for everybody. Health isn't something you can play around with, and moments like this show why regular checkups are so important. As you get older, your body changes, and the truth is, the checkups you had in your 20s won't cut it anymore. You need more frequent visits, different tests, and deeper evaluations, because passing out like that can point to all kinds of hidden disorders, from neurological issues to heart problems. What Tamar went through is scary, but it's also eye-opening for her fans who now see how fast things can spiral out of control. And the wildest part is, Tamar didn't even tell us everything that went down. She shared just enough for people to understand how serious it was, and honestly, she doesn't owe us the full details. But the fact that she decided to speak up at all proves that this wasn't some minor issue, it was major. It shows that no matter how famous you are, how much money you've got, or how polished your public image may be, life can flip on you in an instant. One day you look fine, smiling and posting on Instagram, and the very next day you're in a hospital bed fighting for your life. That reality is chilling. Of course, you know how the internet works. Some people were quick to roll their eyes and say, "Here goes Tamar being dramatic again." And yes, Tamar is known for her big personality, her over-the-top reactions, and sometimes doing the most. But this is different. With everything she's been through, surgeries, blood clots, mental health struggles, oxygen scares, I don't think anyone can seriously say she's making this up. Her history proves she's been battling health issues for years, and this latest ordeal just adds another frightening chapter to her story. This is beyond Tamar just being extra. This is about survival, recovery, and the brutal truth that even celebrities who seem untouchable are fragile like the rest of us. Fans can debate her personality all they want, but one thing is undeniable. Tamar's body has been through the ringer, and she's still here, still fighting, and still finding the strength to share her journey with the world. The thing with Tamar is this: her entire life, her career, her identity, it all revolves around performing. Her voice is her weapon, her look is her image, and her whole vibe is her brand. That's what keeps the money flowing, what keeps her in demand, and what keeps her fans loyal. So when something as devastating as this happens, it is not just a health scare, it is a potential threat to everything she has built over decades. Imagine trying to step back into the spotlight with missing teeth, a fractured nose, and visible injuries to your face when every performance, every photo, every camera angle matters. The entertainment industry is brutal. There is no pause button. And that's why so many people are scared about what this could mean for her ability to perform, tour, and keep doing what she loves most. Right now, Tamar is just trying to survive and heal. She openly admitted she's in a lot of pain. Her teeth are gone, her nose is damaged, and her body is weak. But even beyond that, she's fighting a silent battle inside her head. Going through a near-death experience like this changes you forever. It messes with your mental state, your confidence, even the way you see the world around you. It's not just a physical recovery, it's an emotional and psychological journey too. That's why fans everywhere are lifting her up in prayer, begging that she takes the time she needs to come back not just healed, but whole again. What's powerful about this moment is how it's making everyone stop and think. Her story is bigger than celebrity drama. It is a reminder that life can flip in the blink of an eye. Someone can look perfectly fine one day, posting selfies, smiling on stage, living their dream, and the very next day they're in the hospital fighting to get back up. That reality is what's got people so emotional. Tamar's pain is personal, but it's also relatable, because stress, illness, and exhaustion don't care if you're famous or broke, young or old. Fans are split in their reactions. Some are heartbroken, sending endless prayers and love. Others are already talking about whether this changes the course of her career, wondering if Tamar will be able to sing, perform, and tour like before. But no matter which side of the conversation you're on, one thing is clear: Tamar's story has shaken people up. It sparked a larger conversation about health, stress, and survival in an industry that demands perfection no matter the cost. So now I want to hear from you. How do you really feel about Tamar, Ear's terrifying near-death experience? Do you believe this will be her breaking point, forcing her to slow down and focus on herself? Or do you think Tamar, being the fighter she is, will bounce back stronger than ever and turn this pain into her ultimate comeback story? Let me know what you think in the comments, because this isn't just a gossip headline. This is real life. And it's playing out right in front of us.